Welcome to your second stimulus check update, stimulus package update, and stimulus package news for today, Friday, September 11th. I hope you had a wonderful week, and I hope you will have an incredible weekend as well. Now, I'm going to first address the stimulus news from yesterday, and then I will explain what happened, what might be going on, what will be the best result going forward for getting a stimulus check. Then I will address retroactive checks, because I know a lot of people could potentially get these retroactive checks. However, they don't realize they're there for them. So, yesterday there was a vote in the Senate. The vote ended up being against the skinny bill proposed by Republicans. This was not passed. Even Senate Republican Rand Paul did not vote yes on this bill. Now, Democrats completely blocked the bill. No Democrat voted for this bill, and in most experts' eyes, this squashed it before it ever got started. Now, why is this good news? I know a lot of people asked me in my video that I did yesterday, why is this good news? Well, the number one reason why this is good news is because that bill had nothing really in it. Yes, it had some money for unemployment. It had money for a few other things as well, which is good, but it really didn't address the problems going on here in the nation. Now, this is also good news because now Republicans are forced to negotiate even harder with Democrats in order to get a stimulus package passed before the election. I'm pretty sure we can all agree that Republicans and Democrats have not been trying to negotiate as hard as they should be. If I was in their shoes, I would be negotiating multiple times every single day, not just with the leaders, but with people from their party as well, to get their perspectives. That is not what's happening. Nancy Pelosi has her ideas. Mitch McConnell has his ideas. President Trump has his ideas. Why can't we all get together and negotiate just one time? That's all it will take, and we can probably get some type of deal passed very quickly. Now, President Trump has been very vocal regarding him wanting more stimulus. He's been wanting a stimulus package passed for a while, and even recently he is pushing for more stimulus checks to the American people. He has also, not just him, but his party, people from the White House, have been on report saying that they are looking into an executive order to issue second stimulus check, unemployment, also fix the payroll tax deferral, and possibly give any additional funding to airlines. So we will see what happens there. But the Republican proposed skinny bill didn't accomplish the goals that President Trump set out. It didn't even accomplish the goals that Mitch McConnell had in place. This bill did very little. Now, Democrats are in the driver's seat, and Republicans know this. It's been less than 1 day, it hasn't been 24 hours, and Republicans know that they are being pressured. They will be bullied into choosing which stimulus package ultimately gets passed. Will it be the $2.5 trillion package? Will it be the $3.4 trillion package? Democrats now know they are in the driver's seat. They have the power, and President Trump does not want this. One top Republican just yesterday said the point of the skinny bill was to re-energize stimulus negotiations, not to ultimately get it passed, and also to help struggling Senate Republicans with their re-election campaign. What's currently going on right now is there's about 6 to 7 Republicans, Senate Republicans, that are at risk at losing this upcoming election. And if that's what happens, then the Democrats would now hold majority over the Senate as well. Democrats are not in jeopardy of losing and not having control over the House for this coming election. But we will see what happens. So again, this just comes to show you that not only are Democrats playing a political game right now with the American livelihood, but Republicans are playing this political game as well, and chances are we will not see an end to these political games until after the election. But again, that's over a month away, so we will have to wait and see what goes on until then. Now, Chuck Schumer, the Senate minority leader, said yesterday, and I quote, "I think they will come back again. The weaker they are, the better off we are. And that means the more heat they get and the more that Mnuchin is able to persuade Trump that if he doesn't get something done here, it's going to be certain that he won't be reelected." That's an exact quote from Chuck Schumer, who is a Democrat. Now, regarding the House taking another recess in October, Nancy Pelosi said this: "We don't want to go home without a bill, but don't be a cheap date." She went on to say, "When you are in a negotiation, the last place to get weak knees is at the end." I 100% agree with her there. You do not get weak knees in the end of a negotiation. However, in my eyes, I do not feel this is the end or nowhere near the end of any stimulus negotiations. Even if a stimulus package gets passed today, tomorrow, in 2 weeks, I can almost guarantee another stimulus package will eventually need to get passed because whatever Congress does right now is likely not going to be enough. A report says currently many House Democrats want to pass another relief bill to show America that they are still fighting for us. Here's what was said in a call yesterday, a private call between House Democrats. They were simply talking about the upcoming election. They're talking about what America is going through right now. And one of multiple, not just one, multiple Democrats said, "We need to pass another relief bill, or at least get America talking about the HEROES Act again. It's been too long. It's been far too long. America has probably forgotten." Which in my eyes, that's exactly what is happening. People are forgetting that the House passed a stimulus package over 3 months ago, and as of right now, it's doing nothing. It's just sitting there. It's dead on arrival in the Senate, and I think Republicans are trying to really do that, is to try to get America to forget that there is a stimulus package that was passed, just needs to pass through the Senate, and it can go to President Trump's desk to be signed. However, this close to election, I don't think that's going to happen. Now, I have been saying this for a few weeks now, that the HEROES Act needs to be updated. It's been far too long. It needs to be updated to account for the recent changes. This could also spark new negotiations. Democrats could take a play out of the Republicans' playbook and use it against them. Republicans think that just by passing a stimulus package, that's going to re-energize negotiations. Well, Democrats, why don't you try that and see what happens? Now, other Democrats want Nancy Pelosi to pass individual pieces of legislation so that the American people can get the help that they need now. Also, Pelosi and Schumer both shot these two ideas down, saying that they need to stay strong and Republicans will come to them with a larger number. Now, I don't know how likely that is. I don't think Republicans are going to come to Democrats with a larger number. Definitely not larger than $2.2 trillion. However, multiple experts, I'm not an expert, but I've been saying this for months. If Republicans and Democrats want to make a deal, want to pass another stimulus package, it needs to be in the ballpark of $1.7 trillion. This will cover everything that Democrats want. It will also keep the bill a little bit lower. Now, yes, $1.7 trillion is more money than I have. I don't have $1.7 trillion. If you do, let me know. I'd love to meet you. But it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money being handed out. But in a time like this, America needs the help. Now, let's address retroactive stimulus checks, because I know a lot of people are wanting to know, how could they qualify for this? What is this? Well, you know what this is, all right? These retroactive checks are for those that are currently unemployed, or, don't go anywhere just yet, or people that are self-employed individuals who have seen a steep decline in their income. Now, I mentioned this because yesterday I got an email from a viewer who runs a tattoo business out of her home. This is her only income, and she hasn't had one single client for the past 4 months. And she wanted to know, what can she do? Is another stimulus check coming? Well, I simply told her, go and apply for your state unemployment. Being that you're self-employed, you do not have a W-2, you will be denied. However, that is fine. That's perfectly fine. That's the way it works. After that, then go and apply for the Enhanced Federal Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program. This you will get approved for, as COVID-19 has ultimately affected your business. It has closed you down. It has prevented clients from coming to you because tattooing is a very intimate process. You are touching somebody even though you have gloves. Things are going into their skin. Things are going into their system. That can be very, very dangerous. So, I told her, once you are approved for just $1, you only need $1. If you are approved for at least $1 in Enhanced Federal Pandemic Unemployment Assistance, then you will receive retroactive pay for $600 up until July 26th. And then from there after, you will receive up to 5 weeks of $300 in addition to your state unemployment benefit. Now, I wanted to be very clear with this because a lot of people that come to me, whether it's here on YouTube and comment down in the comment section, or go to my Facebook page, send me an email, or message me on Instagram. A lot of the people that come to me are self-employed. Here on my channel, the Homemade Entrepreneur channel, I built this channel on online business. I teach people how to run an online business. So if you have an online business, you have been ultimately affected by COVID-19 and the virus, then you could potentially get unemployment benefits. So just because you didn't have a job, just because you are currently working and making a little bit of money, the way the program works is, let's say the benefit is for $250 per week. If you work, whether you work for an employer or you are self-employed, if you work and make $200 that week, you would ultimately get paid $50 for your state unemployment, and then you would also get tacked on that other $600 if it's from before July 26th, or you'd get an additional $300 per week for up to 5 weeks after July 26th up until today. So I just wanted to point that out. I just wanted to put that out there because I know a lot of people that watch my videos can benefit from this and can benefit from getting retroactive checks. Just because you haven't been applied or you haven't been approved yet does not mean once you are approved that you don't get any of the back pay. That's not the way it works. If unemployment says yes, you did qualify, you are approved for checks from let's say June 1st up until today, then you would get back pay and you'd get that additional $600. That's the way the program is currently working. So if you haven't applied, go and apply. The worst that can happen is they say no and they just deny your claim. That's it. You're in no worse of a spot than you are right now. So go and do that. Because right now, what I can tell you is Democrats and Republicans are very far apart. The only thing that is not too far is the date of the election. We are coming up, we're almost to 50 days away, so it's coming up very quickly. Many experts are under the impression that something will ultimately get done before the election happens because Republicans can't afford to do nothing and risk losing the presidency and the Senate. So there you guys go. That is your second stimulus check update, stimulus package update, and stimulus news update for Friday, September 11th. If you have any questions whatsoever, please do me a favor, ask your questions down in the comment section below and I'll get to them as soon as possible. Thank you guys for watching. Like always, do me a favor, go ahead, smash that thumbs up button if you enjoyed today's video. Subscribe if you want to stay updated on all things stimulus, and I'll see you guys on the next one.